They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11 mighty.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everybody's in sync right there. This is a guy carrying the ball without letting people in front. Leverage, athleticism, it creates some nice space for him.
Now it's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hendricks. He completes this to Walker. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Hendricks. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Off the play fake, Hendricks. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Hendricks. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end. And he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it, They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dodson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Up the middle, here's Walker. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hendricks. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Right where the second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
First down, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 2.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 1, ready?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. They took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st down, Hendricks forced out to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hendricks going for Metcalf on the deep ball. zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will find his man Chase complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow will throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boye Mafe. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Burrow on play action. He'll air this one out for Boyd. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down. Hendricks. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Hendricks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hendricks. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Williams. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Hendricks. And Walker has it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 2nd and 15 now, Burrow. And this is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdraw it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down now, Dodson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And
across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard. The Bengals drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
3 yards remain for second down.
Go, go, go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they'll get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
11 MT, take.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football.
In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. Do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Hendricks eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's Burrow. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 12,
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Foster Moreau, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks.
19 Tigers.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Hendricks going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Here we go.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alton Robinson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's back to throw. Gets this to Fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
11.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cincinnati, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
I flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this